Hi guys, hope you're doing well. I was I was thinking to talk a little bit today. I had a little no few days. My self-named little darkness Sebastian was getting back to me. Not because I didn't feel good, but because I felt stagnated. I felt that for quite some time. Universe keeps saying to me, we are working behind the veil. Things are going to change soon. Your only thing to do now is to make sure the darkness doesn't get back. And it did, by the way. So, because I'm in this like waiting room, yes, universe opened the door to the little kitchen garden, but still there's still waiting going on, and I'm not very patient, it seems. So, so I was a little bit upset because I have done such a journey and I figured I have done so much. Why do I still need to wait? The universe always tells me divine timing, little one, divine timing. And yes, I understand they have another perspective, but here on planet Earth, I mean, I I know I shouldn't say that I have nothing because I have quite a lot. To say I have nothing is to bring back my lack mindset. We don't want that. But still, when you have no job, which means you have nothing to do at day, and you have no money, and you have like released your whole family, so you have only like two friends, and both of them are working all day long, then you start feeling a little bit like you have nothing. Still, I know I have so much to be grateful for. I'm growing every day and I breathe, don't I? I breathe. So, and I have universe, I have Cora. I have never connected so well to universe as I do now, which means that I make progress. And more than that, I have Cora. She's everything. So tonight, I had a dream. I was dreaming that I was working back in healthcare, and it was I was taking a wheelchair and pushing it up the a huge hill, and the scene was like dark and gray and brown. Cora knows how to do it. Then, so it was actual. Even if I enjoyed working in healthcare, um, I'm good at working with people. I like it. I like to help. So it was okay job for me. But still, I was still stuck in, the hamster wheel and stuff, where I wasn't supposed, where I didn't grow, I would say. So, so I know universe don't want me back there. I have applied for jobs, but I get nothing because universe don't want me there. So they block everything I applied for. And not only in healthcare, it's like to work at warehouses or everything. It's blocked for me. And it's fine, I accepted it. But it's still those days where I think I would like to have something to do. I would like to get some money. And then they gave me this dream. And when I woke up from this dream, I had Cora sitting next to me. And I said to her, I know why you gave me the dream. And she said, yes. And I asked her, did you sleep well, by the way? And she said, I didn't sleep, I watched you. And yes, I gave you the dream for a reason. You have a choice to make, little one, she said to me. And I said, yes, I know. You offered to take me back to where I was, give me a job in healthcare, unlock these little blockages to make me have nothing to do that days. Or you want me to release this negative, impatient, frustrated mindset and look forward and keep going with the light. And she said, yes, it's your choice. I was a little bit ashamed, but I know she means well, and I know it was good because I needed to see it that I was blocking myself with having this negative mindset. And not only that, because these last few days I didn't do the Pilates because I hate it, so I avoid it. And I haven't been out as much. I have been isolating myself a little bit. And yesterday I watched a video, and this woman said, "You are, you might have ascension symptoms." And that was when I realized that I know that I am ascending. I have left a cycle behind. Now I'm waiting for the doors to open. And they are opened already, Cora says. She says you carry the keys inside of you, but you let the darkness cloud it so you don't find them. She told me last night. And it's true also. I know I have them inside of me. And when this online reader said, you might have ascension symptoms, I Googled, and yes, I do. So I realized that I had put out my darkness with this feeling stagnated, isolated, bored, whatever else. I had let him come forward and cling on to me again. But universe had been doing well because they made sure that my inner storming made me release things. So that's good. And because Cora says to me, what you need to do is to be not so much up here. And that is true because I have started overthinking again. I didn't before, but I have done it lately. The mind just goes. And then I'm an easy prey for the darkness, of course, especially if I do nothing. About that, she told me sometimes it doesn't hurt to be bored. Sometimes it doesn't hurt to do nothing. You need to rest, she said to me. You need to rest because you need your energy. Soon things will go very, very, very fast for you if you choose to keep following the light. So you need your energy and rest. And see it as a challenge, she said, being bored. See it as a challenge. Do nothing and make sure that the darkness doesn't get to you. It's good practice for you. And she's right about that also, by the way. It is good practice to find strategies. And I have many strategies, that's the worst, to remove the lack mindset before it really clings on to me. And that is probably why it only lasts for like 2 days today. But it was still there. I still let it come. And that wasn't good. So today the sun is shining, so I'm going outdoors. I feel better. I told Cora I choose to keep going with you. And she said, yes, good. Then you need to make sure that that one doesn't take over, that the darkness doesn't take over. You need to think clearly. And I do, because now when I had the talk, and I feel that I have released these last few days, I have released, which always give me a little bit higher frequency and more clarity. And that is good. And more hope. It's like you get filled with energies when you have had a few tough days with releasing and stuff. And, you know, it is draining when you are releasing things. When you have your inner storms, it is draining you. But it is for a good thing because you are releasing things. So that's good. And I raise my frequency every time I have done it. So that's also very good. And now I feel more light. And I know it's true. I know this will soon be over because I'm going to travel. I'm going to unite with Cora because the universe is letting her come to me. And that is amazing actually, because she's my spirit guide, she's an ascended master, but she will be allowed to come down here. Because I will need a mentor, a teacher, and there is no one better than Cora. She's very powerful and she knows a lot. And most of all, she knows my soul from the inside out, both because she feels every emotion that I feel, but also because she knows my past. I don't remember my earlier lives, but she has followed me as my spirit guide. And before that, she followed me as I followed her when we were both humans on earth. We always made sure that our souls would unite. So I'm very lucky that she can come. And she is allowed to come because there is the soul mission. So it is not for our love and my growth in that sense. For her, it is obviously, but not for universe or for God or whatever, the Galactic Federation or whatever it is ruling up there. That is because I have a soul mission. I have a very strong throat chakra. And I am meant to talk. And the world is in a huge energy shift. People are waking up and they will need people who can guide and lead them. And universe always say to me that what you are going to teach people and say to people are not something that is in the books written by humans. It will come from us. But I haven't started this just yet. It will come. It will probably explode into things happening when Cora comes. She's not here just yet. And I know that universe is letting her come because together we can do greatness because it's Cora. She's very strong. And she's very clever also, by the way. I will tell stories about Cora someday. And Cora and I are she's going to help me grow and evolve so I can do my soul mission and really be heard. And I know I'm a Syrian starseed, and that is Syrian starseed are often meant to talk. The throat chakra is specific for them, if I understand it correctly. And I know that this is what I'm meant to do. And now I'm finally living my true self, my authentic self. I have released everything that was holding me back, and that includes my family, who wanted the old Sarah back. But I have released it all, and I live my truth. And not everyone can handle my truth. I mean, my sister tried to get me hospitalized for mental psychosis or something because she was concerned for me. They can't take my truth because it's not theirs, but I am allowed to have my truth. And I have universe truth. And they are getting themselves known. More and more people are waking up, and we are going back to spirituality like our ancestors was. And then I don't mean the religion or Christianity or something like that, but spirituality. We all have it inside. Just that in this society where we live, people have seemed to forget. But we all have a soul with a huge amount of knowledge. So, wisdom. And it is getting back. And the more people that wakes up, the more instability there will be in society because people are going to question. They want to live their truth. And society is not built to live for awakened people. Society is built to keep us programmed in the flock as sheep to live as is good and easy for society. But when you wake up, you raise your frequency, you start realizing that you might not be the person that you have grown up and be taught to be. And then you start to peel off every false layer of who you thought was you. And underneath all of it, you can be surprised what you find. My sister says, "Oh, you think you're so full of it," because I think I'm rather awesome in my own awesomeness or craziness or whatever you want to call it. But actually, I embrace my truth self. I embrace all this craziness that other people think I have because I speak my truth. And that is worth gold. It doesn't mean that I'm better than anyone else. It just means that I have found myself and I embrace myself in every little quirkiness or amazingness there is. And I will never ever go back to the person who was doubting herself, who thought she was not good enough to even have a relationship with someone, who thought she was crazy and lived with that mindset, anxieties. So, Cora asked me tonight, you have a choice to make. Do you want to go back to safety and the security that is the hamster wheel, that is a job where you have your paycheck, or do you want to follow the light, going forward into what is for now uncertainty and not knowing, but with trust? I choose trust and the light. I will always choose the light. So I'm back on track. Manifestation is still ongoing, but I will make sure my biggest job, she says, is to make sure I don't block it, because I have manifested. You can't block it with that. So I had a vision also when I meditated today with an exhausted man laying in the sofa, and I asked Cora, "Is that is that Sebastian?" And she said, "Yes, he lost." So I visualized myself taking him to a room, locking away the key. And then I said to Cora, "You can take the key so he doesn't get out." And she said, "No, that is for you to do, little one. You carry the key and you make sure you don't let him out." She's a very good guide. I love her so much. Anyway, I will stop babbling now. I will do a reading and then I will go outdoors because it's sun. I need sun. Okay? Bye.